Out about HIV. My name is Bradford McIntyre, and I'm positively positive. I have been living infected with HIV, the human immunodeficiency virus, since 1984. I feel very fortunate to be sharing with you. There is more power in people knowing I am HIV positive than there ever was in the fear and hiding. The answers are in letting go of fear. Society has created huge closet, housing many shelves for gay, bisexual, lesbian, transgendered, but even more shelves housing drug abuse, alcohol abuse, sexual abuse, physical and mental abuse, bulimia, anorexia, cancer, AIDS, dis-ease, and disease. It is time for us to come out of the closet and tell people what is going on in our life. Then, and only then, can people know what is going on, support you, and if need be, offer help. We don't have to go through life alone. There are people who will show up if we let them know who we are and what is going on in our life. Instead of deciding what others can handle or know, it is time to come out of the closet. Then, and only then, can we be our true selves. So much fear has been created around HIV infection and AIDS. The camouflaged uniform is worn in the army to disguise and hide, so not as to draw attention, able to blend in. The fear associated with HIV and AIDS has kept us in the dark. Many have feared losing their family, friends, home and job, causing people to hide the fact that they have been infected with HIV. The results are that no one can see, hear, or know the truth of those living with HIV. Most often, when individuals die from HIV-related illness or AIDS, the funeral announcements rarely say that AIDS was the cause, but use cancer, heart disease, or any other camouflage. How can we tell the real number of HIV-related deaths? How can the public know without the truth? We are in the dark because the whole picture is not being told. Individuals dealing with HIV and those around them who are affected but not infected, they know these truths. What we don't see are the great numbers of individuals infected with HIV living a happy and full life. We don't see or hear about individuals infected with HIV who have never had any immune suppression and have never had any HIV replicated in their bodies. We don't see all the people who were in wheelchairs due to neuropathy, wasting, or other complications who recover and return to wellness. We don't see here about HIV-infected mothers who gave birth and now their children are growing and they are having children. We don't see it because people are afraid to talk about HIV and AIDS or disclose that they have been infected. We don't have them coming forward to tell their side of HIV and AIDS. How are we going to get people to come forward when the stigma attached to HIV and AIDS has created so much fear? People are hiding their HIV infection, yet it makes no sense to believe that everyone who is infected will get sick. This is likened to the early days of cancer, hiding the fact, only whispering the C word. Everyone who developed cancer does not die. It makes no sense to believe everyone who is infected with HIV will get sick and die either. In the media, we rarely are shown people who benefit from antiviral drugs and have their health restored, many returning to the workforce. We don't see or hear about individuals who test positive for HIV or have AIDS in relationships, falling in love. We don't see the many relationships where one partner is infected with HIV and one is not, and the partner who is negative is not infected, Even though it has been nearly 30 years since the emergence of the AIDS virus, there still exists today fear and discrimination for those infected. Even with this progress and success in treatments and fewer deaths, people are still afraid to tell others that they have been infected. The fear in hiding continues because most people are not willing to come forward and have their voices heard. Fortunately, there are some people who are not afraid to talk about the fact that they've been infected, who are working to create awareness around HIV and AIDS issues. Initially, we didn't understand the AIDS virus and panic occurred. Today, we have moved from a place of confusion and little knowledge to a place where we have a much broader understanding. Now we can eliminate the fear and promote a new awareness, relying on education and a wide variety of treatment options. With choice, there is hope. With proper awareness and education, we can go about our lives responsibly, showing up for life without fear. Unafraid, we can tell people we are living with HIV, talking about HIV, or conversations about safe sex. Letting go of the fear, we can talk with our family and friends and co-workers with whom we discuss our personal lives. Our employer can know health-related information. If need be, we can ask for help and receive help. Also, we can eliminate false perceptions and judgments that were created from not having the right information and prevent the spread of HIV and AIDS. These years spent cohabiting with HIV have taught me a great deal. I learned about my spirit, my mind and body. I searched for and learned about alternative and complementary therapies and incorporated them into my life. I chose a healthy lifestyle and worked at being responsible for how I think and feel and for what I put into my body. I learned the power of faith and prayer in healing, our own as well as the faith and prayers of those who care and love us. And I will say it again, I have learned there is more power in people knowing the truth than there ever is in fear and hiding. I learned the abundance of life does not come from what one provides for oneself, but it is found in our connectedness. I would not be here today, or where I am today, if it were not for all the support and love for the many people in my life. I would like you to take a moment to look around. See each other. See that we are all connected. Whether you are affected by or infected with HIV, we must cross those boundaries of fear and discrimination to join our hearts and our hands in the realization that we are all here to love one another. I join with you that we create a shift in thinking around HIV and AIDS and all disease. Love is the way. I am positively